From architecture to painting and sculpture, literature to live music and theater, Radio 111 presents The Desert Scene, your connection to culture and entertainment in the desert cities. Here's Bonnie G.
And welcome to The Desert Scene. I'm your host, Bonnie G. I'm here with my fabulous producer, Brian Mendoza. And we're really happy to welcome to the show Richard Balocco, President and CEO of Desert Arc. And he's going to tell us about the great 13th annual Golf Classic coming up in April. Hi, Richard. How are you?
Good, Bonnie. How you doing?
Good. So this sounds like a really fun event at the Eagle Falls Golf Course at Fantasy Springs Resort Casino, Monday, April 3rd. So tell us a little bit about it.
Well, it is our 13th annual, as you indicated earlier. It seems like they just go by pretty fast. But the Eagle Falls Golf Course is located at Fantasy Springs. We've played there for a number of years. It's really a fun golf course. But more than that, it's a fun event because we do things a little different than some other golf tournaments. One, we start off with a great barbecue lunch outside. It's really incredible lunch, I have to say. Then we, hit the golf links, play some golf, and complete that golf tournament, and then have dinner with fresh Chef Freddie prepares some special dishes, and everything's included. One price includes all your drinks, everything. We have some great, what I'll call raffle gifts out there, a couple electric bikes, $1,000 El Paseo jeweler, tickets to Stagecoach, tickets to Coachella, to name a few.
Wow, exciting! So, have you been involved? Have you been involved with this from the start, from the first one 13 years ago?
Yes, the first one we played 13 years ago. When we first started it up, it was at the Indian Wells Country Club. If you can believe that, 13 years goes by fast. We've been at Fantasy for quite some time. Of course, we've had a long working relationship with the folks at Fantasy Springs. And
so have you, I'm guessing you've seen the attendance grow over the years for this event?
Oh yeah. To start up a golf tournament when you really didn't have any track record was no feat. When we started out with about maybe 72 golfers, when we struggled to get that together, and now pretty much we fill the field. The max field that we have in the golf tournament is 120. You could have up to 144, but we don't want to fill it up with two teams on every tee. It's a little too slow that way.
Right. Yeah.
So we maxed it out at 120.
Excellent. And so now, are you a golfer? Do you participate in this yourself?
Oh yeah. I'm a golfer. I'll have a team in there. We always have fun. We rarely ever win. Although you don't win anything except for some bragging rights. But
right.
Other than that, we always have a few. There's always a team or two that have some pretty outstanding golfers.
Yeah. So tell folks who might not know a little bit about what Desert Arc does on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah. Well, thank you for asking. First of all, Desert Arc provides services to the developmentally disabled community here in the Coachella Valley. We have approximately 715 clients who receive services, and we provide services, everything from what I'll call adult daycare. Those are the most acutely developmentally disabled, where we build on skills, all the way up to individual placement at businesses. We have a number of people who work with a job coach out in the community with Eisenhower, Indio, Desert Regional, a number of places that we have people working. And then we have other on-site programs, work activity programs, where we do fulfillment work and other skill building. We transport people. We're a large transporter. We have authorization for 325 clients to bring them what I'll call curbside service. So that's pick up in the morning, delivery at the end of the day. And it's a Monday through Friday program, adults 18 and above.
And how many, if you had to guess, I don't know if you have any exact numbers, but ballpark, how many folks would you say who are part of the Desert Arc program, have gone through it, are actually working, in jobs in the valley?
I would say that we have people in placement at jobs of around 100 or more. Mm-hmm. And those are people who work basically full-time for an employer. And so what happens when we send them out with a job coach, and there are usually 3 of our clients with one job coach, that functions like a manpower agency. Mm-hmm. They're not employees of the company. They're really are a contract type arrangement, right, where we provide those services. Where we do individual placement, those are our highest functioning developmentally disabled folks, and those people actually become employees of companies.
That's great. That's wonderful. Would you say, I mean, is this, I don't know, is this somewhat a unique program? I'm guessing there are other areas in the country that have somewhat.
No, it's not a unique program. In California, California is what they call an entitlement state, and the only one in the country where people who are registered as developmentally disabled with the state of California before the age of 18 are entitled to these services with no cost to them. And the state has funded that. It's the only state that operates that way. All the other states operate with a budget, and once the budget is there, you just go on a wait list.
Yeah.
Here, you could technically end up on a wait list here too, but it's only until we can find staff, which is right now the biggest challenge. What we've had over the last several years was an alternative billing method due to COVID, and so we've returned to traditional billing here methods, which means daily attendance, and we're struggling to find enough staff. So if you're interested for a great staff opportunity, check out our website and give us a call at Desert Arc.
I was just going to ask you, so how many staff members do you have right now?
We have about 250. And
how many more would you say you need at this point?
We have openings here for another 30 to 35.
Okay. And tell me, how did you originally get involved with Desert Arc? What led you to become involved?
Well, I was retired from Silicon Valley. A friend of mine was the interim executive director here, and they had some financial issues, and so I have pretty extensive background in finance. So I came here, which was considered to be an 8-week assignment in March of 2007. And in July 1 of 2007, I became the president and CEO, and I've been here ever since.
Wow.
So my retirement didn't last long from Silicon Valley, 3 weeks to be exact.
You know, I've heard so many people in the Valley say that they came here to retire, whether they're performers or whatever, but they're not retired anymore, but they're happy. You know, they found something that really was fulfilling for them. Let's talk about what changes have you seen since you came on board? What changes have you seen in the organization?
Well, I think that what's happened is what I've seen has changed is that we have been more effective at finding jobs and employment. And some of that has come about over the last several years as entities have struggled to find reliable, if you will, staff help. And one of the things about people who are developmentally disabled who go to work, they're probably the most reliable employee you'll ever hire. They don't miss work. They love work. They don't complain. They do their job, and they actually do more than their job. So if they were doing something, they walked by and they saw some type of litter on the ground, they would actually go pick it up and put it into a garbage can. Whereas I'm convinced, having had a lot of employees, that isn't always the case.
I think you're right. Yeah, absolutely. All right, so let's recap this event. It's coming up Monday, April 3rd. It's Desert Arc's 13th annual golf classic at Eagle Falls Golf Course at Fantasy Springs. If people want to get tickets, where would they do that? How would they do that?
On our website. Best place to go is desertarc.org website.
Okay.
It'll give you all the information about the golf tournament. Have a phone number there if you need to call us, but for the most part, all the information is on the website. A lot about Desert Arc itself. So as you participate, it's out to go fun and have golf, but you're really helping a great group of people in this valley continue to be employed, get services. Some of our services and part of our service delivery is not funded by the state of California. That's why we raise money here and there to fill in those gaps.
So desertarc.org. And by the way, the event MC is Brooke Berry, who I know I've interviewed several times. She's wonderful. And she was the past chair of the Desert Arc board, so she's been involved for a while with this organization.
Yes, Brooke has been involved for a long time and has really taken on to the mission of Desert Arc and does a great job for us. She was the MC at our Champions Lunch in February, and she'll be the MC again at the golf tournament for the evening banquet. She's just a professional and does a fantastic job.
And you mentioned that the ticket price for the golf tournament includes everything, the barbecue lunch. How much are tickets, just out of curiosity?
They're $350.
$350. Okay,
but you can get a foursome is I believe is $1,500.
Okay.
And but again, all the pricing is on the website.
Right.
There are different sponsorship opportunities. Even if you can't play, you don't have a team. There's certainly key signs, all kinds of ways to participate as a sponsor to help make this a success. Yeah. And of course, like I said, if you do come out, you'll meet some of the people who are our clients. They're our ambassadors. They're just an outstanding group of people. I think you will feel like you have made a great choice and contribution to a great organization.
And that's a really fulfilling feeling. Yes, thank you. All right, Richard Balocco, thank you so much. President, CEO of Desert Arc. Great event coming up in April, and thank you for all the work you guys do. It's really important.
Thank you. Thanks for having us on the show.
Absolutely. Bye. Have a great day, and we'll talk to the rest of you the next time on the Desert Scene.